Ball Pink's here! It's ball pit time. How exciting. How unbelievably exciting it is that it's ball pit time. We are going to finish this item, hopefully. No! Get back there! Yes! Okay, so that's really good. That actually makes it so that we get 4 level up options instead of 3. Lots of really, really good things going on. And we just unlocked the brand new final location, which is pretty darn sick. I cannot tell a lie there. We want to get 2 guys and combine them, probably. Extra damage when they bounce, they return through the player, damaging everything they pass. Okay, so maybe we can get like a little repentant mixed with it's a great question. Mixed with a what? Mixed with a what? You can't combine these guys, huh? There's certain characters you cannot combine with? Is that a thing? Character is not compatible with your main character. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so they get extra when they bounce. So maybe they make it so that certain ones that are like really broken wouldn't work. So I tend to really like for this guy to get pass-through balls, and then you just kind of like send them anywhere you want, and they go through, and then they bounce back to you. And with that, maybe having just like a bunch of balls would be really good, eh? So we're going to combine 3 characters here, and we're going to go into the potentially second to last level to go for here. It is pretty crazy that when you play 2 characters, you get double the rewards, it seems. You get like double gears. Okay, so we're in the dang old Heavenly Gates. Do we have any fusions? I don't remember how good the Leech is. But I tell you what, the Snowstorm is probably one of the best things we can get. So we will absolutely take Wind. And then just extra baby balls, area of effect damage, some stone effigies, or projectiles potentially healing us. Let's just take some extra baby balls. Oh, that's kind of cool that when you take the cohabitants, you actually don't get 3, you just get the 2. I guess that makes sense. Would make sense to a guy like me. I can't tell a lie. But essentially what we're going to want to try and do is find Wind and Ghost as much as we can. And then have a bunch of crazy things start going crazy, I guess is the best thing to say. Okay, so we can get Lightning to get Storm Cloud. We can get Light, which blinds our enemies. I think we're going to want some AoE here. So let's go ahead and take this to open things up a little bit. And then, man, I don't know what we're doing here. I guess we're just going to try and find a path into the middle and then get things going sideways and a little crazy, buck wild. So it seems like this is a much smaller course than a lot of the courses. I don't know why I'm calling courses. Levels, I guess, is what you'd call them. If you weren't a crazy person. Okay, we're going to level up here. What do we want? I think upgrading things is our #1 priority. So let's take Wind. And Thunderstorm would be good too, but we just want to try and get something leveled as much as possible. And I really like the idea of not only slowing enemies. Well, I really like the idea of slowing enemies. Slowing enemies is really good. Man, we just cannot kill people, it would appear right now. Alright, we just need to keep getting stronger. So we will finish up leveling up our freeze ball. Yeah, slowing down enemies feels good, right? Because we're running out of time here. We're actually finding it very hard to, like, cut through certain things. I think we just need to keep pushing. We need to keep pushing in as much as we can to get this kind of crazy. I don't know what's happening where I'm gaining health. I don't know what I'm doing that's making me gain health, but I'm happy about it. Is it the Broodmother? I don't know. I'll take it though. Okay, so we should get our rerolls to get ourselves with Wind Ball fully online so that we can evolve it immediately. And I think we're in a great spot here. And then what do we want with that? Like, honestly, Broodmother is not a bad thing with it because it'll just make a bunch of those. And as a bunch of those are going through everywhere, I would imagine we just kind of win the game at that point would be the expectation, hopefully. I'm surprised as to why it's bouncing. I thought that thing doesn't bounce. Maybe it does bounce. Freezes all enemies within 2 tile radius. So I actually want to combine this with something that lets it pass through. And we have some free rerolls still. We have 1 space available. So I think we want to get to another wind or ghost ball as much as we can. Mosquito ball is not bad, but let's take our rolls here. Get a laser ball. It's not bad. I think we want to keep taking our rolls here, though. Don't find anything. We can get a second one of those. That seems just really good, right? That seems like something we should build towards. We should roll. Okay, sell is really good too. No, I really want to find more wind and more ghost. The winding or ghosting or blizzard, I feel like just wins us the game. Stronger turret. Also, 80% more damage after hitting the back of the field, otherwise reduced by 20. I do not want to do that. I cannot reduce my damage any further. That much I know for sure. There's not many things I'm positive about right now. Not being able to lower our output right now, I know is very important. Okay, so we're starting to do a lot better here. AoE and everything is starting to really pack on and make things more impactful. And I tell you what, we need a fission. We need a fission to get things a little stronger here. I'll take 2. I'll take 2. Try not to be mad about it too. Okay, we find a ghost ball. That's incredible. So now our whole goal is to try and upgrade our ghost ball and upgrade our storm ball to get a ghost storm ball, which will pass through the entire row, freezing everything every time we hit it, which is really good. Which is really good as a matter of fact. I don't know what these green things that are like. What are those big green hits? I have no idea. It would appear as if I'm healing, but I don't have anything in my kit I think that should be healing. Maybe one of the characters heals. One of these dangled characters heal, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know is the thing. Let's take a... I don't know what we're going for. Let's just get our things upgraded. We'll take another fission here. Hopefully get a big one. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it indeed. Okay, nice. Keep the damage going. Put some stuff right in there. Let it go crazy. Okay. Now we sneak around them as much as we can. He's a freaking jackrabbit. This guy's real fast. Guess it makes sense. He is a rabbit or whatever. So there's things that make more sense than that. And also a lot of things that make less sense than that. Let's just start hitting him and then figure the rest out later. We need the storm to be stronger. We'll just shoot this guy a bunch and then have things bounce behind it and then call it a dang old day, I would imagine. What do we want to upgrade here? We need to get you finished and we need to get Ghost Ball finished. Ideally before we grab the reward from this guy. So don't stand right next to him when this comes out. And then adds a passive slot. Okay. Give you more things to get. And we get the Ghost Ball finish. Okay, so we got our sick Blizzard Ghost evolution. Exactly what we were looking for. And now what are we trying to find? Honestly, I would be fine with another Ghost / Wind Ball. If I could be so honest with you. I mean, just look at how that just shreds our opponents apart. Another Ghost or another Wind Ball would be great, man. More slowing, more winning, more doing cool things. All on the table for us here. I really just like the fact that with 2 people, you can kind of shoot things in multiple directions at all times. So it kind of gives you more layers of what you can do. I'll be honest with you. Let me just grab a magnet here. The rerolls are really expensive, so I think just grabbing some like good enough passives until that's needed would be fine. The smaller battle area is quite interesting. The smaller battle area is quite interesting with this. I wonder if it's gonna get smaller eventually. Like one that would get smaller over time seems kind of cool. and just like keeps pushing faster and faster enemies. So we'll see if maybe they have something like that that they do. Okay, let's grab our lightning and get that capped off. Give us more options. So anytime we get a ball, it's going to be a new one now. Give us a little bit more option. I haven't even noticed the fact that we get 4 now, which is kind of crazy. I feel like getting 4 feels quite broken. But hey, man, I'm not going to be complaining about the mechanics working out in our favor. I promise you that. Okay, let's get some psycho craziness going on here. Always having like a little path where you can just hit and like immediately bounce and start going crazy is quite good. You always like to get to the back. These jumpers are very rude. These jumpers, I tell you what, they're kind of annoying. Like, I get why you're doing what you're doing, but it does piss me off just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a crazy amount, but in a little bit for sure. Do we want any of our fusions? We do not want to fuse those things. I think we just take fission then. Get double magnet. Honestly, that's fine. Like, double magnet allows us to kind of go like crazy right on top of them. Which is nice. Which is quite nice. I can't tell a lie there. We'll just stand kind of right next to this dude. Should be able to do crazy amount of damage to you here. We get another ghost ball. What a glorious day it is for us to find another ghost ball here. And then what do we want to do with the ghost ball? That's a great question. I don't have a good answer for you. I don't know exactly what would benefit us a crazy amount with the ghost ball. Maybe lightning to just kind of like sneak through everything. Probably seems fine. Okay, we got ghost ball upgraded fully. So now our next fusion. Be able to get that going. And we're pretty much just grabbing passives for the time being until then. Okay, I don't know what you do. What do you do? What's your thing? All of you guys have a thing. What's your thing? So ghost balls are fully filled out. I mean, now it does feel a little bad to get this after getting ghost ball and everything like that, because ghost ball kind of just becomes nothing ball now, but it's all right. So now I think I'm going to fuse together the brood ball and the lightning ball. Just get a million lightning balls that phase through forever. That seems pretty good. Oh, they're jumping. I was like, why aren't you hitting you? You're going straight through is the thing. The thing is you're going straight through. It's jumping. It's doing a little jump is the thing. That's its thing, is that it does a little jump. We're really slowing this guy down. He's really making almost no movement whatsoever. Shaman ball hits a wall, does an extra damage on the hit. Melee damage. Yeah, let's take bouncing off walls. So it would appear that we're doing that a lot. So just get some extra pure damage as it goes. Seems fine. Nice that we're almost done with this boss, which means we're going to get our automatic upgrade where we can fuse our lightning and brood. Because that means that it's going to be a lightning ball that goes through everything and then makes more lightning balls that go through everything. And I tell you what, that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing for a guy like me. Should be pretty nasty. So we should start seeing just a pretty substantial amount of lightning stuff going all over the place, I would imagine. Egg sac is okay. Egg sac is okay. But I want something that does more stuff. Earthquake is what we're looking for. Because everything passes through, everything AoEs, everything just does everything. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Look at all the little lightning shots that go crazy, man. The AoE is kind of out of control right now. Hopefully the boss, all this AoE will matter for the boss, because that's always kind of the thing. We're kind of going a little psycho mode on AoE, and AoE might not even be that important. Also does suck that we got the ethereal cape right after the fusion. I forgot that that's something that we could be on the lookout for, if I can be honest with you. I forgot that that's kind of just the easiest way to get it going, as opposed to finding a bunch of wind balls and all that. But hey, man, you know, what are you gonna do, eh? Not much you can. So getting the earthquake ball upgraded is not that important, because when we combine it with the ghost, I don't think it'll be like that beneficial just because we're already passing through everything anyway. But I don't know. Maybe it matters a little bit. Maybe it matters just a hair perchance. I tell you what though, man, these are some tanky enemies because I'm looking at this guy on the left. I've shot 100 balls through him, and he is just hanging out as if it does not matter. I kind of respect it. Yeah, we will take our fusion, which doesn't really do too much, but maybe makes it a little bit stronger. Maybe get more like damage output from it or something. And then horizontal laser ball sounds good. Guy who just said that he probably should stop worrying about AoE picks another AoE ball. It's something you've never seen before. The craziest thing you've ever seen in your life. Let's just shoot like straight through this guy and just get him out of the way. These guys are so tanky, man. It's craziness. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Just getting a ton of damage pushed through everyone. And I'm excited to see what this boss looks like. I think the bosses are a pretty big highlight. I know I was kind of shitting on the dragon boss a little bit ago, but I do think it's a cool boss. I just think that compared to the whole rest of the level, it's fairly trivial to get through him. Let's not forget something like HR voice. Very incredibly HR voice just dropped. Yeah, let's keep upgrading, man. I don't think there's anything else that we can do, but we'll keep upgrading our lasers for sure. All right, who is our boss? Okay, it's a dang old angel. I don't know what I was expecting, but it is in the air? Okay. Maybe you can only hit it when it comes to the ground. Now, what I do see is very important, is that this boss is a boss that seems to get a lot of its power from having a bunch of enemies behind that you have to worry about. At least that's just what I'm assuming. Okay, they have homing shots? That's so rude. I didn't even realize they had homing shots. I feel like I've taken like almost no damage this run. Kind of funny, we can just shoot straight at it, and then as we shoot straight at the boss, essentially it'll bounce off of the back wall and then come back to us, which is pretty cool. This is a crazy tanky boss. We have done literally no damage to it whatsoever. Maybe it gets to a point where it rests for a little longer. Perchance? Nope, just gonna shoot a bunch of arrows. Man, this boss is no joke. I've done legitimately 0 damage to it. We need some better, like, I don't know, damage over time effects to face it next time. I'm going to have to be aware of this boss because it seems like it's going to be semi-problematic. And now we're doing a ton of damage to it. Okay. That does give you some pretty longer-term chances to deal some damage to it. It's not quite so linear as I was expecting. The arrows are kind of rude to get around though, no? We're still doing fine health-wise at least. Man, these are some crazy big arrows. Kind of crazy that it can shoot things on the ground and yet still be in the air. Someone make it make sense. Okay. Damage time. Shoot! Did it shoot that at me? Oh, I didn't even realize it was shooting at me. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so there's some extended parts later on where it's a bit more open to being on the ground. Okay. This is a really cool boss. I really like it. I like that it feels like there's different stages. And I do like the bosses that you have to continue, like, fighting normally. I think that that's tends to be something that I think is good in this game, is something that I've noticed. Like, anything that makes you play in a more dynamic fashion, I'm generally down for. Like, there's the boss in, like, the mushroom level that is, like, just a bunch of guys, just a whole mess of dudes. And I've always thought that was really cool. Always been a pretty big fan of that. All right, just pumping damage in. Pumping the damage out here. Honestly, this is like the easiest to dodge attack of all time. I'm kind of happy that he has this one. Okay, we do need to make sure that we're taking care of the back rows coming in. We should just be able to. We did so much damage there. We shouldn't have to really worry about doing too much damage in other ways. We'll just kind of passively get him down as we shoot around. And it did end up being that having a lot of AoE was actually very, very good for this boss. Because I feel like if you were just trying to focus this guy down and you didn't have a good AoE to clear things out, I feel like this would be kind of a nightmare. But because we were just able to kind of shoot without even worrying about like where the shots land, it's just, I would say, a pretty darn big advantage. I probably could have just killed him there, but we should be able to take him out now. Nope. Still flying around. Still just being a guy. Still just flying around, flying about. Being a cool dude. I tell you what, though, the moment you land, you are dead. I think you maybe had like 8 shots left maximum. There he goes. There he goes. 2 more gears. Look at that. We got the dang old heavenly trophy. We got a new character coming. It's a great time to be alive. Well, thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate it. Let me know if you want to see more Ball Pit. I might even do that potentially, or maybe not. Who knows? The world may never know. But appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.